but Hydras are now on the field, and these Overlords are giving them view of the high ground, so the attack on the Extractor is not going to be able to be as fruitful as JadeFalcon would like it to be. But keeping on there, Zerg player is going to be researching the Hydralisk range fairly late, and is not going to wait to finish before moving out. An observer is going to see this move out, and so JadeFalcon is going to be moving a whole bunch of stalkers to the high ground. There is no Overlord to see the high ground at this point anymore. There are still stalkers there, still a whole ton of photon cannons. Those Void Rays are going to be brought in. Though those Void Rays are not going to be brought in to help defend against a push, they are going to continue their harassment, take out this Extractor. Ruxin has to pull back to deal with these Void Rays, but Void Rays have been pulled off of the Extractor, trying to focus down the Queen, but JadeFalcon is pulling those Void Rays back before they sacrifice himself. Ninja expansion going on at the 12 o'clock position by Ruxin. That hatchery will be up in just a little bit. However, Robotics Bay has been finished. Thermal Lance is being upgraded. Couple of Colossus are being chrono boosted out. This is going to spell disaster for Ruxin and his Roach Hydra if he's not able to take care of this. Well, a couple more pylons being coming out. Spire on the way for our Zerg player. He must know something is up, either transitioning into Mutalisks or just get those Corruptors into position where he can use them if he has to, which is always a good idea. When going against a Protoss player, you never know. Even if you don't know if you're going Colossi, it's always a good idea that you should get ready to take on those Colossi if they are going to come out. But this hatchery has finished, and not much going on right there. No transfer of workers or anything. But Phoenixes are inside of Ruxin's base, focusing down Overlords. Is he going to allow this Phoenix to die? He just might. All it would take is one gravity lift, but there are now a whole ton of Hydralisks in play to deal with those Phoenixes, and those Phoenixes are going to be forced to move out. Excellent harassment by JadeFalcon, not being able to kill too much, but just enough to keep Ruxin on edge, and he has not lost a single unit in all of his harassments. But JadeFalcon is now in a position where he is comfortable enough to open up this wall. 3 Colossi on the field. Thermal Lance isn't quite finished yet, but there is still 3 Colossi with a bunch of Stalkers and Zealots to be able to help them out. There are not Blink Stalkers or Charged Zealots, but you know what, that is okay. There are Phoenixes and Void Rays in this army to help bolster it a little bit. Whole bunch of Corruptors are going to be coming in here, going to try and snipe these Colossi, but there are a whole lot of things to help deal with those Corruptors in this army as well, and an Observer to take care of these creep tumors as he sees fit. Phoenix going to be overstepping its bounds a little bit. Here comes the push right here. Corruptors trying to focus down the Colossi while the Colossi are focusing down the Hydralisks. Wow, just insane amounts of stuff going all around. Every single one of these Hydras are going to go down, as well as that forward rush of Roaches. But these Corruptors are dealing so much damage to these Colossi. 2 have already gone down. But Ruxin's army has been completely decimated. All he has left are these Corruptors trying to micro the Colossi away. But the Corruptors are going to be able to bring it down. But he does not need those Corruptors anymore. JadeFalcon is well within this army, taking on just about everything, trying to make these Corruptors spit corruption all over these Stalkers to make them deal a little more damage, which is doing just enough damage to help these last Hydralisks and the Queen drive off this last push. However, this push is going to come back with force, more Stalkers, as well as a couple of sentries to help with those Guardian Shields, but they have just been warped in, so they don't have enough energy to put up the Guardian Shields yet. So it'll have to be force fields instead, which one single force field going down, not going to be able to do much of anything. These Corruptors wanting to be in the fight like the little troopers they are. There's lots and lots of Stalkers being pumped out though. But 12 Roaches are about to finish here in just a second. Ruxin able to bring his army up quite nicely, but this second expansion up in 12 o'clock position hasn't been doing much of anything. Only 3 drones on it. Whereas JadeFalcon has taken a second expansion of his own. About similar amounts of activity going on there. But both players are now a little bit on the defensive as they're trying to remass their army. And But now there's going to be another attack here. JadeFalcon deciding that he's going to transition into Stalker Immortal, which is going to counter those roaches real nicely. These roaches are just going to melt against the Stalker Immortal army. Looks like ruxin is going to continue to produce corruptors, even though there aren't any colossi on the field. However, there is one that just finished, another one that will finish in just a second. So there are 2 colossi still in the field, so those corruptors still have a place. But here comes another push right here. JadeFalcon deciding that he is not willing to take that on just yet, but he does now have his colossi, and he feels a little more confident. Here comes a push right there. Ruxin deciding that he's going to go ahead and try and take care of this. Corruptors spitting their corruption all over these colossi. One goes down super quickly, but these immortals and stalkers just... But anyway, the inner balance is not the issue, as he's well equipped to win this game handily. Stalkers and immortals well equipped to handle a roach hydra, especially when there are more roaches than hydra. But these corruptors on the field, all they can really do is spit corruption, but they are both on, well, yeah, they're both on cooldown. This one just barely coming off of it. But anyway, that was a bit of an interesting game at the end. It's a little bit of a BM going on there. Should probably find a replay where the guys are a little bit happier to play against each other. But interesting game nonetheless. It was a little bit down. That is, it's an older game. Probably before a lot of balance issues that happened. Like, I do believe in the newest patch, there's no way JadeFalcon would have been able to get up this wall as quickly as he did. Just because the gateway build time has been increased. Forge build time, I think, has been increased. But anyway, that is not super important, as this is not a replay of a current game. This is a replay of a past game, 1.2-ish area. But yeah, fun game to watch. These expansions finally getting a little bit of action going on here. I mean, seriously, those expansions have been up for quite a while. But anyway, this was a, I think it was a Diamond or Masters level game. Currently, both of these players are at least Masters. Ruxin is currently a Grandmaster player in the North American bracket. JadeFalcon is a Medium Masters. 631 wins for JadeFalcon, almost 4,000 for Ruxin. So Ruxin has been significantly more active than JadeFalcon. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching this game, and I will see you guys in the next video, when or where that may be.